Alright, Build fam. So, today's a good day. Summer's finally over out here in Arizona. I know as I'm saying that I probably just screwed myself and brought an extra week, 110 days. But I was able to break out the jumpsuit again. And I love wearing the jumpsuit. It just means I can work without worrying about ruining some of my stuff. So, yeah. Wanted to announce that. Also, what's happening right now is I'm actually doing it. I'm starting it. I'm pulling the clip. I didn't drain the oil last night, so I'm actually gonna do that right now. And then I am going to start with we'll go with the MAF intercooler. That's the last time there's ever gonna be an intercooler on Tiffany. And that's pretty cool. It was never actually functional, but what it did do is it succeeded in getting people irritated with me when they found out there wasn't actually a turbo there. So anyways, we'll drop off the inner fuller, the lights, clip all the zip ties, pop off the radiator, and at that point it's the sway bar, which we're going to delete the sway bar anyways. I was told I needed to, so I'm going to. If it turns out I want it back, I'll put it back on. But then I'll start disconnecting the wire harness and we'll just go from there. So I'm gonna throw it on time lapse. We're gonna just get into it, get it done. Thanks for joining us and watching us, and here we go. Alright, Build fam, so I'm just giving you a little rundown of what I've done so far. I've taken out the MAF, intercooler piping, all the way to the intake. I've taken out the wires. You know, I was being really silly. I made this all so I didn't have to disconnect any of the lights from my front clip. So I took one of them off. That one, I'll put it back on, but I made it so I just had quick connects to that. Everything quick connected, disconnected from this section. So all I have to do is take those bolts and all this can just come off, and then all I have to do is attach those disconnects again. But I spaced out. I forgot what I was doing for a second. But anyway, so I'll put that light back on before. You'll see me doing that in the time lapse, and the reason is that right there. But yeah, it's coming along decent. I will have to take this off by hand. I lost my attachment for the drill. I have a 6-inch one with a wobbly head on it, and it is amazing. And I have put it somewhere in this nice new clean garage, and I have no freaking idea because I remembered where everything was by the picture in my head. And the picture in my head was not this freaking clean. And this isn't anything, I understand that, but yeah. So anyways, I'm gonna get back to it. I got a little carried away there. Here we go. So guys, I don't know if you can see this here, but what I did is I put one bolt and I welded a nut on the inside of this before I capped off the this is just gonna fall actually. So anyways, that's into a nut right there. And I did that so I could by myself take this clip off without worrying about having to line everything up perfectly. Also, the other reason was I wanted 4 bolts when I had just the 3 on here that were free that I could do the through bolts on. I still had some flex on this plate, and since these were the plates, the biggest plates, they're actually caster feed plates for 2,500 pound casters, and it's just a 3/16 thick or 1/4 inch thick plate and they're laser cut and they look really nice, and I can buy them for you know, $250. And you know, yay, good for me. You know what I forgot to do? Silly me. Forgot to do this stupid sway bar, but it's actually keeping it up right now. So what I'll do is just I'm just gonna, I can't buzz it off of this stupid thing. But we'll just take this all the way off and let the sway bar guide it down to the ground. And so there we go. So anyways, that's what I did. And it's actually a nut welded behind the plate, then welded in, and then threaded. So that's what we did. We'll bring you over here. Also, I'm not sure if you've noticed this sweet shirt that matches Tiffany over here, but that is actually just a funny little shirt that I made and will be offering if people are interested. Let me get you a view of the back. The front says, "I can build anything," which I can. The back says, "But meaningful and lasting relationships," which is also true. Anyways, funny little thing came up with. If you guys are interested, we'll have somewhere and you can check it out. All right, thanks. All right, Build fam. So, give you an update on what we're doing here. She's on tilt because I had to squeeze under there and use my old Kickstarter to break off those exhaust flange nuts. They didn't actually break this time because I drilled them out and put through bolts. If you're ever changing your cat, oh, you're just putting out, just drill it all the way out. Use the bolts that come in the same kit that you bought your new bolts in, and then you can take it on and off 1,000 times. But anyway, so that's off. We have got, ooh, yikes, that was a awkward kink there. But yeah, so we've got these motor mounts on this side, and I think I'm pretty sure we're just gonna re-rock these motor mounts here if they're still good, because I don't have the other ones right now, and I can swap those out relatively easy. So what's left over here is motor mounts, and then I've got the clutch cable, slave cylinder cable, and then we've got up under here, and that is, we've got these two power plant brace bolts, and then that, I'm pretty sure is this, the last two is these transmission, you idiot. Anyways, so that's all we've got. We've got these 4 bolts, those 8 bolts. We've got, oh, just to pull this wire harness off of what is right up there, and then this should be free. Since I got it up, I'm going to drain the oil right now, and I'm going to check the clock and see what time it is, and then we will probably out for the night and go eat some food and I don't know, do something other than this for the rest of the night. But if it's still early, then of course, oh, check it out. A little bit of the burn yard back with us here. The other good thing is that I've had this damn oil leak coming out of this freaking back of this transmission seal since I got this car, and I'm not gonna have that anymore, because when I pop that tranny off, take it to the machine shop to get it balanced with the pressure plate, I'm gonna swap out, even though it's 10,000 mile motor. I mean, how stupid would I have to be not to swap it out while I'm in there, and the flywheel's off. So that's what I'm gonna do. So all right, man, fam, man, ladies, kids, thanks for checking in. Anyways, we're gonna get back to it. Boom. Alright, Bill fam, so I had a live stream going and I was digging it. I realized I stopped filming what I was doing here, and I'm about to yank the motor out. I didn't get it on film. So I ended the live stream, which thanks for everybody who popped in there, the questions. That was really cool. I really enjoyed that, actually. That was awesome. I'm gonna do more of those here, especially on this build. And I have a solution for the recording and the streaming issue coming tomorrow. So, but anyways, I'm gonna set you guys up on time lapse. I have the transmission mount removed. I have the power plant bolts removed underneath. I have all the motor mount bolts removed right here. In fact, we're hanging it up a little bit here. And what I forgot to do is I forgot to take out the gear shifter, which is gonna be interesting. So I'm gonna pop this gear shifter out, and then I'm gonna pull her forward a little bit, check and make sure that there's not any tails caught in the door, and then we'll bring her out. I'll bring, I have another, well, I'll just bring her out, set her on the ground with some blocks of wood, and then we'll take a look at everything, push Tiffany out, degrease the heck out of her, and get her ready for welding, for stitch welding, and then painting, and then we're going back to slamming this bad girl back together, and we're gonna be hitting our power goals. Okay, so we're gonna get back to it here, guys. Okay, Bill fam, big things, big news, big news. Okay, sorry for getting so close to my app, but we are loose. Forgot to drain the transmission fluid, so I drained that just a second ago onto the ground. It's gonna smell like gear oil in here for forever, but that sucks, whatever. But we're free. It looks like we're free. I'm just rested up here, just resting the oil pan on here like a genius. And everything else is dangling back there, free. I got the clutch slave cylinder line disconnected. I've got the alternator disconnected, starter disconnected. So, fam, I'm gonna try to just yank this baby and set her down for the night, and we'll assess the damage in the morning. But I'm really happy we got this done. We had an awesome live stream too. Thanks for everybody who stopped by. Legacy, Shawnee, Drift Slayer, Jarko, Atoll. I don't know what that, I gotta just read it like instead of looking at it like a logo. But yeah, everybody who popped in. Chris, thanks bud. All right, so we're gonna put it on time lapse and get this done. All right, build fam, success. I don't know what time it is, but I think I started at like 8 o'clock, and right now is 10:30, 11. I don't know. I'll know when I turn this off. But anyways, that's it. We got a fresh spot to put that bad girl. This thing's out. Well, isn't she a greasy pig? I'm gonna need this sensor, and I think this sensor, because that one got all chewed up on that. This, you guys, this is my reroute I made for the coolant reroute, and I'm actually really proud of that. So it still has the function for the heater core, and then it also keeps the original spot, so you don't have to extend this to the front, because there's also one on the front. This is your water temp sensor, but there's another one for your fan relay, and so you can keep those both those places. But I'm going to be swapping this onto my new one because I am making assumptions, apparently, that Mazda doesn't know what they're doing. Now, the assumption is not that they don't know what they're doing. The assumption is that they're smart and they're not going to redesign something that they don't know is a for sure thing. And then, since it's been working so good, why would you screw with it even anymore, knowing that only the people that are being affected by a hot number 4 are the people that are taking it to the extremes. At which point you can say, you're taking it to the extremes, not my bad. So I'm gonna guess that's more than likely what's taking place. They would have to do some crazy rerouting in order to make that not needed anymore. So I'm either gonna have the problem at number 4, or like Tom told me today, number 2. But hey, we don't make any heat with the supercharger, so we're covered, right? So anyways, that's what it is. We got it out. She's on the ground. She out of here. She ready to be put back in here. I'm ready to go eat some food. Man, I love Miatas. This is so easy. And I'll tell you what, if you ever have the chance to front clip your car, man, does that make working on this thing a lot easier. So yeah, we'll drop this down, push it out, pressure washer, get her all degreased, and then we'll go. So that was a good day, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Comment, subscribe, show me your projects. I really like to see those. And jump on the live stream next time. Oh wait, yeah, so this is NTG Builds. This is Tiffany. We're putting that in. With that, thank you for stopping by. Again, we're out of here.